Meanwhile, keeping you posted on the hurricane and the fallout that will not go away for the island of Puerto Rico, right now threatening about 70,000 in the path of a dam that could burst. Right now, those recovery efforts are going slow, but they are going. The island's governor, Ricardo Rossello, joining us right now. Governor, this Guajataca Dam, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, sir. Where does that stand right now?
Well, right now, Neil, we have engineers taking a look at it, making an assessment. We are evacuating people in the vicinity. It has already broken down partially, and we want to make sure that if it can hold up, and what mitigation strategies we can implement so that we can start doing so in the next couple of hours. But priority is to make sure people are safe and get them out anywhere near the dam.
All right, there were at about 70,000, maybe a little bit more, if I remember, Governor, in harm's way, or would be in harm's way if this thing burst. Have they all been cleared?
No, we've the number has been sort of reshuffled. Right now, as it stands, it's at about 8,000. Of course, if it would burst completely, that's the impacted area would reach about 70,000 people. But right now, we're mainly focused on those that are in the vicinity, and of course, using police and National Guard to make sure that people are out of harm's way.
I know, Governor, you had expressed some concern the fact that in this country they're not revisiting funding or emergency funding, additional funding for FEMA or grants to that effect until October. And you were saying the time's a wasting for Puerto Rico. What have you been told about that and whether increased help is on the way?
Well, right now I have to say that, the administration and FEMA have been great. They've been supporting, working with our team in collaboration. But I've made a call up onto congressmen and congresswomen to take swift action. We don't want to have a humanitarian crisis in the United States, and that's what could happen here in Puerto Rico if we don't take action. Puerto Ricans are proud U.S. citizens. We helped, as we've spoken in the past, other U.S. citizens that were in harm's way when Irma came through. We gave them shelter. We gave them food, a path back home. The magnitude of this hurricane has been devastating. Having two Category 5 hurricanes pass through Puerto Rico is unprecedented anywhere else. The magnitude of the devastation and, of course, our fiscal crisis put Puerto Rico in a different and atypical situation. And what we're asking is for Congress to act quickly, decisively, so that we can calculate the magnitude of the damage, and that those damages are the ones that are given as resources to the people of Puerto Rico. Number two, that we can get some flexibility, Neil, because as a government right now, we're going to need some flexibility with the money that comes in so that we can attenuate some of the unforeseen circumstances that may occur, public health emergencies, collapse of decaying infrastructure, and so forth. And lastly, lines of financing that Puerto Rico currently doesn't have because of its fiscal oversight board conditions. So things have changed, and we want to prevent a humanitarian crisis in the United States. We want to prevent millions of Puerto Ricans flocking to the United States, causing a demographic nightmare both for Puerto Rico and the United States.
When you say millions of Puerto Ricans flocking to the United States, so you have a population of about 3.4 million, do you think a third or more would come to the United States if everything hit the fan?
Of course, we can flow freely to the United States, and if the conditions are inhospitable, you're essentially going to have a lot of Puerto Ricans moving out of harm's way and making sure they can have a path forward. But of course, that presents a problem for the United States and a significant problem for Puerto Rico. So my caution is let's take action. Let's focus on the solution. I think there is a path forward, but it needs to recognize that what's going on over here, Neil, it's nothing short of a major catastrophe. It has a long-standing limitations, but if used appropriately, my commitment is that we will normalize the situation, that we will start rebuilding, and that we will rebuild stronger than ever, smarter than ever.
All right. Governor, best of luck to you. I cannot believe how this is cascaded for you. Ricardo Rossello, the Puerto Rico governor, dealing with something that just gets exponentially more nightmarish as the days and weeks go on. We'll keep a close eye on that.